Well, hello there, scrappy friend. Suzanne in the studio today with another Kit a Day kit making video. As I mentioned yesterday, I'm going to be scrapping away from home, so I need lots and lots of kits, and I'm going to work with the Needlepoint Nook Designer Series paper from Stampin' Up. This was from 2019, and I bought it at the time full price. And it has lots and lots of colors in it. Balmy Blue, Berry Burst, Blushing Bride, Crushed Curry, Flirty Flamingo, Highland Heather, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Old Olive, Petal Pink, Poppy Parade, Tranquil Tide, and Very Vanilla. I'm not sure if that's a plus or a minus that it has so many colors in it. Sometimes when you're dealing with fewer colors, it's easier to go and get those. So I had cardstock in almost all of the colors. So I'll put those down here at the bottom. And then let's look at the paper. Here is kind of the iconic sheet where we have these embroidered flowers. And then the back side. And then we have another of those embroidered flowers. Very, very, very similar pattern. And more wider stripes on the back. Then we have these balls of yarn or crochet thread. This pretty color. They really are very, very pretty papers. We'll see how the kitting goes. This one is super sweet. There's one cross stitch. And then we've got some butterflies and some X's. Okay. Then, because I'd recently cleaned out some things, you may remember seeing these papers. These were Hero Arts 8.5 by 11. I'm going to throw those in. As well as these 2 by Kanban, because this is a lace pattern and then this is a glossy glaze coral color, which I think blends really well with this one. And then I went to stickers. So I thought I'd do at least a couple of pages on crafting, even though probably not necessarily on sewing. So here is this one. It is the Echo Park I Love Crafting. I don't have any of this paper, but I had the sticker sheet. I also had this My Mind's Eye One Fine Day sticker sheet left over. Here is this one. This is left over from some Valentine's pages I did not too long ago. And then here's another one that has been barely touched. These are Happy Hooray Thickers from American Crafts. And then this Some Days by Pink Fresh seemed to have all the right colors for the little alphabet. Okay, what else? I mentioned there was a stamp set, so needle and thread. Here's a stamp set and the thin cuts that go with it. Haven't used that yet, so we'll put that there. I came across some cut-aparts in my divided page protectors about crafting, so I'm going to throw those in. I also came across some Project Life cards. I believe these might be from Studio Calico or one of the other kit clubs that had to do with being creative, so I'm going to add those in as well. And then while I was kind of in that mode, I went and looked at, I have these 4x6 boxes full of various Project Life partial packs, and this one is blush. And so I'm going to include the whole thing in my kit, but I just pulled out sort of a representation of the colors that are in there. More stuff I recently pulled out of that stamping box were some of these felt little buttons. They look like they're embroidered or stitched, so I'm going to put those in here. As well as these little hangers. Since there were a few butterflies on this one page, I'm going to put in this EK Success Butterfly Punch. I don't use that one that much. And then I had some wood buttons that I'm also going to put in. And then speaking of then sort of odds and ends, Well, first of all, not odds and ends or ribbon. I had all kinds of ribbon, as you can see here. And those are the matching Stampin' Up colors. I had 5 different rolls I could add in. And then last but not least is this. It's kind of hard to see. Let me grab a piece of paper here. Are these buttons and bows and clips and brads. And these all look like they would work out real well. So getting more odds and ends into every kit is kind of something I always try and do. And then these always get broken back down into my color boxes when I'm done. So there you have it. There is my kit. I hope you'll be back tomorrow and see what I do next. As always, I appreciate your time and attention. Bye for a bit.